show star,
Yeah.
it's like that's not a career, buddy. You know, you can't go to get to Reality 101 in college and come out and it teaches you how to be a reality star. That's not how it works.
That's how they think, though, because remember, what they're seeing is the end product of God knows what's been going on behind the scenes. Like you said, that's how Kim Kardashian got her break, as it were. Dubious as it may sound, but that's how she got it. So basically, and then obviously her mother was doing all the other machinations behind the scenes and getting all these deals.
Right.
And obviously, the show, isn't it, Keeping Up with the Kardashians and all that. So it involves the whole family now. So they're all generating money from it because they've all become part of that machine, as it were, making that money. And then obviously they've all branched off now, haven't they? They've all got other things doing as well. But obviously they still come back together and record that show. And they've got their own shows. A lot of them, God, what was it? I think they've all got different things now, isn't it? I think one of them's got her own TV show, her own talk show or something out of it. Radio show. They've got so many different things out of it. So when people see that someone has become successful doing one thing, to get themselves known, their face is known, their name is known, they're famous, quote unquote. That's what the kids are seeing, and they're thinking, well, I don't care what I've got to do, because look at so-and-so, she did this. Look at such and such, he did that. He's famous. That means if he can do it, and nobody knew who he was before, I can do it.
Well,
because that's what they see.
That's, to me, that's the definition of obscenity to me. It's obscene to think that you could become a reality show star and be like, make this money and doing all these things. It's just like with, people that play football in your country and American football. It takes a lot of work behind the scenes, and there are thousands and thousands of boys that try to do this. And it's like playing basketball, whether it's women's basketball or men's basketball. There are thousands of children that will never be in the spotlight, that will dream to be that. And that's the same ignorance, I think, when it comes to becoming a reality show star. We're not talking about 1 out of every 100 people can be a reality show star. We're talking probably 1 out of 5, 6, 7 million people.
But they see it. They see it, and then but remember, because of, technology, social media these days, what do people do? They start recording themselves. Oh God, I must share with you, hilarious, right? I saw it on the news as well. I think I saw it was either last week or the beginning of this week. There was this guy, he was on the news, he was on the internet, I saw it, where he reviews chicken shops. I just did a little digression, people. But he reviews chicken shops. He goes up and down in London to all these different chicken shops, and he films himself eating the chicken from all these different places. I know you laughing, thinking crazy, but I'm telling you, when I saw it, and then it came on the news the other night, and I just burst out laughing because the reason why, you know why? Because he had so many hits on I think it's his YouTube channel, where everybody was watching him and seeing what he was doing. And obviously people, most people love chicken. If you eat chicken, you usually love fried chicken. So he said he did it for people around his age group who talk the way he talks, who love chicken, and he said if you do what you say you are, that's what you become. So basically he wanted to be a food critic. So
and
he
started that. So that's a career.
You see what I'm saying? That's right. He has filmed himself, literally, reviewing, eating all these different chickens from different places and telling the world, yeah, this is nice, or no, that's not so good, or da-da-da-da. And he's using all the slang, which I thought was hilarious because some of the words he was using, I'm thinking, I haven't heard that since I was a teenager. So it's like, because it just goes to show you that things, always come round, isn't it? They come back into fashion, as it were. And he said, oh yeah, but people, if whoever talks like him or who's from South London or wherever, and they listen to that slang talk, they're going to enjoy it because it's showing somebody like them who's eating the foods that they would eat and just having a bit of fun with it, kind of thing, but yeah, I think it's about 3 or 4 million, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 million views to date. That's just to date, and I'm sure it's going to keep going up now because he's been on the news and everybody knows who he is. I can't remember his name, but everybody knows his face now, and basically God knows where he could springboard off with that kind of thing. But he said, I started doing that because I wanted to be a food critic, kind of thing. And I thought, all right, cool.
But that's an end, a means to an end. I'm saying an end.
Yeah, but if you ask Kim Kardashian, She'll probably tell you the same thing.
Well, but I don't think, and I personally believe that these are two. This person, I think, learned from the reality show universe. The person that wanted to be a food critic, and he had said, "Hey, one way I can get attention and possibly be a food critic is to be in social media." But I don't think if she started out thinking that she was going to film a pornographic movie with Ray J of all people, who ain't he ain't even a good halfway star. He ain't even a B actor.
Oh,
I can't see her logically thinking that was her way to the front, but her mother, and she agreed to it, probably said, "Oh, well, it's out there. We're going to make money from it, and I'll never do another one. But since it's already there, let's cash in on it." And that, to me, is just horrible. This guy has a plan. He got a plan. I like his plan.
Right. Well, yeah, but see, this is the thing, because of technology, because of social media, maybe if she started out now, it might not be so cute almost. But back then, that was the thing to do. It was almost, was it accidentally on purpose leaked? That's what they used to do, innit?
Please, it was leaked. It wasn't even an accident.
Yeah, but that's what they say, though, innit? They say, "Oh my God, it's out there. Somebody leaked it to the media, blah 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 blah." But we obviously know that that's why I say accidentally on purpose, because we know they did it definitively. They did it on purpose, so to get attention. But like I said, her mother has maneuvered it so that they literally have just milked that.
Well, I think they monetized it, and it could have been as not necessarily innocent, but it could have been. First of all, who would have gotten the video? It could have been one of those things where maybe Ray J was mad. You never know. Or maybe she was mad at him, and then they put it out there to, tick off the other person, and then we now know it's known as revenge porn, isn't it? But somehow I doubt it. Somehow I think they deliberately, as you say, cooked that up between themselves to say, we're going to do this, and we're going to, as you say, monetize it and just, ride that till the wheels fall off, basically. Because we're nobody. Ray J is still a nobody. I'm not even giving Ray J credit for anything, and he's been on other reality shows.
Ain't nothing to do with me. That's K. Rose's opinion. I did not say
I'll say it again. He's a nobody, okay?
Lord.
Ray J, if you hear it, this is no reflection on Avani at all. These are the express views of K. Rose. You're a nobody, okay? She made more money off of it than he did.
Well, yeah, but that's because she ain't stupid.
Nope.
She just is like, okay, this ain't nothing to do with you. This is about me. You were just there as the co-star, if you like. But, she wasn't thinking about him. She was, no. She was definitely on her own mind of money-making paper. Let me do this. Let's go. And, Link 11 came out. I have to know, because even though it sounds really strange, I wanted to ask, could it really work, though? However you're looking at it, because you said you admire this guy who wants to be a food critic, and you think, what he's doing, he has a plan. And, we don't know yet what his plan may be and where it could take him, but he has found a niche for himself, and it's working because people are taking notice of him, and he's getting the hits, he's getting the views online. He's gone on the news, he's getting the attention. So he's happy, kind of thing. But, each to their own right, because like you say, depending on what it is that you are doing to get this said attention, I don't know. How do you take that? Someone's gone on, for example, a show like Naked Attraction, and they've got themselves naked, and then it's like, okay, where do I take this? Where do I go from here? Because remember, especially in this day and age, when you get contacted, because probably whoever it is will get contacted, to say, we saw you on such and such and such. Would you like to do this? Would you like to do that? Like I said, if you're getting offered things that you don't want to do, then it's a problem, isn't it? Because you're thinking, but if you're the type of person who wants attention, you may feel pressured to do it because, but we're going to pay you loads and loads of money. Just do it this one time and you'll get all this money. Or just do this, and then once you do this with us, then you can go off somewhere else and do. But they may try and pressure you to make you do something, but then it kind of backfires and it doesn't go where you hoped it would go, or you don't get the consequent work that you thought you would get out of it, or people don't take you seriously because now they've seen you do a show like that, and then they've seen you do, for example, go off and be like a porn star or whatever it is, and you think, well, no, that's not the road I wanted to go down, but I've let myself be pulled in that direction because I'm listening to people saying that they're going to help me and blah, blah, blah. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's I think people, I want to know. Let me know at Ask Avani Show. What do you think? Do you think that people could get taken advantage of if they go on a show like this? Do you think that, people have to be really careful? Obviously, you may do a thing like this in jest. You think it's a bit of fun, but then you go, you start getting people contacting you, and you're trying to make a career out of this one thing. It's hard to know which next step to take, isn't it? Because you got to be careful, because the springboard, you don't want it to break, or you don't want to bounce off into the wrong direction.
Well, you don't have as many choices when you do something like this, in my opinion, because I don't think the majority of the world is appalled by it, but I think the majority of the world doesn't respect it as much as if you did something that was not as sensational. This is definitely a sensational thing to get ratings for the station, and the people that are doing it are people that want to get attention. To me, this is my opinion again. They want it's an attention-grabbing thing for them, and they do have the right to not accept offers that they feel are beyond. Absolutely. They don't want to have sex on camera or something like that. So they have the opinion, the opportunity not to do those things, but they're going to be offered that because of what they did.
Exactly, that's the point I'm making. But also, like I said earlier, they may feel pressured, because someone might say, okay, listen, just do this one. And imagine if someone's offering you a lot of money that you're thinking, oh my God, what I could do with, I don't know, £5,000, £10,000, whatever it is they offer you. And you might think, oh my God, and they only said I only have to do it the once, And that's how the slippery slope can get people in it, because they say, oh, just do it the once, we'll give you this money, da-da-da-da-da. And then what happens when what if you become a sensation kind of thing, as it were? People start offering you more, and you're thinking, you know what, this is easy money, let me keep doing it. Exactly. And then like I said, you get taken down that road because you think, right, well, I can do so much with this money, I need this money, I can do this, I can do that, and I'm not getting any other offers for things, and I still keep getting offers for that, for example. So it is a slippery slope. And I don't know, man. I mean, okay, Link 12, Keros, I must say this. This contestant, this is the same guy that I was talking about earlier. He reveals all as he shares what it was really like to be on the hit show, apparently, right? And when I saw this article, I thought it was interesting that he was actually. He was quite chilled out, actually. It seems that he wasn't really fussed, as I said, and he did say, though, that his parents weren't too pleased when they saw him. His name is Matty Roche, and apparently he appeared on the first episode. And he's lifting the lid on what it's like to get your kit off in front of an audience of millions, because as we have said, it is millions, okay? And you think to yourself, well, why would you do it? But apparently, I think a lot of people, they want it as a springboard. Yes, maybe some people are genuinely looking for love, and some people are kind of quirky, so they're like, listen, this is different, let me try this, let me see, because if they're confident and comfortable in their own skin, as it were, they would obviously want to find someone who is of the same, like confident and comfortable in their own skin too. So that's going to be lots of things that they could have in common. Because you don't want to be the kind of person who is one way, and then you meet someone and it takes you a while for you to realize that the person that you've met, you thought you liked them in the beginning, but then you're starting to realize, we don't have as much in common as I thought we did, or as I hoped we did. Because as we start to get to know each other, there's all these things that I'm thinking, well, he don't like this and she don't like that. And it's because, people nowadays, I've noticed, they want things quicker. They want to be able to say, yeah, this is the person, I like this person, and I know it's going to work, as opposed to months or even years of trying to figure out, are we actually really compatible, or was it just a lust at first sight type thing? Because dating, as I've said, you said it was going to be easy. It's not. But, it ain't easy, people, man. It's not easy, because people can lie, or people can hide things, and, they may say what they think you want to hear because they want you to be with them. They want you to like them. And then it may take many years before and you don't want to, listen, I don't want to waste years with somebody to realize that, they're having a laugh. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to waste time.
Well, and it's you framed it the way that you're thinking about it because it would irritate you. You said you don't want to waste time. It's not that you wanted to spend time. Spend and waste are two different words.
This
And
is
so
it.
you feel that it would be a waste of time to be around someone for a long time and you not basically have a relationship that worked toward being something. It would be a waste of time for you.
Yeah, because remember, this is the thing. This is why they say you should be upfront about what you want, kind of thing. Because apparently, this guy, he is a former strippogram, so of